morning everyone, Aaron from Pig Brig here. This morning I wanted to come to you and talk to you a little bit about trapping around antlered bucks. We see that situation arise every fall, obviously, whenever deer have hardened antlers, and there's that consideration there of what do we do to avoid that possibility of trapping bucks around bucks with hardened antlers. Three things come to mind when we need to think about trapping around antlered bucks during that fall and winter time of the year. First and foremost, to minimize that availability to that trap by those deer is human behavior. Basically, what time of day do you bait that trap in conditioning those animals to a certain time frame? Deer are just like pigs, just like livestock. They're going to acclimate to your behavior. So for me, what I'm going to do whenever I bait that Pig Brig Trap System and then during that conditioning phase is I'm going to be consistent at the time of day that I bait that trap. If I come every day at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, those animals are going to get accustomed to hearing my vehicle there, a side by side, whatever it is. I'm not going to try to change the volumes of what I do. The engine's going to continue to run. I'm going to continue to talk. The radio's going to continue to play. And as those animals hear that fading of that engine off into the distance, they know the table's been set. So when your pigs are acclimating to your behavior, you're going to shorten that time frame whenever deer even have access to that trap. Number two, what we're going to do when we think about around those antlered bucks is going to be another human behavior, human activity, and we want to make sure that we do not have any bait that's in the skirting of your Pig Brig Trap System. The reason for that is as those animals encounter that trap, on the pig side of things, we don't want hesitation. We want pigs to commit to coming into the inside of that pig brig. So with the deer side of things, if bait is in the skirt of that trap and deer are entering or coming into contact with that bait, you're going to have that side-to-side motion of the antlers whenever they go into the trap, and then now you're increasing the possibilities of those deer getting hung up in that net by the baiting being in the skirt and the side-to-side activity. Keep the bait on the inside of the trap within 18 inches of the skirt of the pig brig. We don't want anything closer to the skirt than 18 inches to give those pigs time to commit, number one, but number two, the deer do not encounter that bait as they're coming close to that Pig Brig Trap System. The third consideration to keep in mind is whenever we're trapping around antlered bucks, obviously that Pig Brig Trap System is going to be at an elevated position during the conditioning phase. What we want to see is that whenever you get to go from conditioning to the set mode of that pig brig, we do not want to incrementally lower that net to get to the set phase when we're trapping around antlered bucks. The reason being is as we're conditioning pigs, we may also be conditioning deer to that trap location. And when we gradually decrease the height of that net to get to the set location around those antlered bucks, those bucks have it conditioned in their mind to continue to try to go under the net. So whenever that net is 10 inches off the ground and you have an antlered buck of size, then there's that increased possibility that we're going to have antler tangling in that net. So whenever you go from conditioning to set, whenever we have hard antlered bucks, it's either all the way up or all the way down. So three things to keep in mind. One, make sure that you bait at a consistent time of the day. Number two, make sure that we keep the bait out of the skirt of the Pig Brig Trap System. And number three, we don't want to incrementally lower the net. In that, so we have the net all the way up in conditioning or all the way down, especially when we have those hard antlered bucks. Hope this gives you some insight on maybe some things you may want to do. If we can help you out with anything, give us a call at pigbrig.com. We'd be glad to work with you through this. Be safe, happy trapping.